In the vibrant city of Lagos, where the chaotic markets and busy streets buzzed with life, there emerged a figure whose arrival would mark a turning point for many. Mmasinachi, a woman of striking beauty and undeniable talent in the art of hairstyling, appeared seemingly overnight. Her hands moved like magic, and her creation left her clients in awe. Her origins were shrouded in mystery, with whispers circulating amongst the market vendors and gossiping tongues in the narrow alleyway. Mmasinachi set up her modest salon in a corner of the busiest marketplace. Her presence was immediately felt, not just for her skillful hands that could transform any hair into a masterpiece, but for the peculiar aura that surrounded her. She rarely spoke of her past, deflecting curious inquiries into a charming smile or a veiled comment. Her clients, however, were enchanted by her works. Women left her salon with a hair that seemed to shimmer under the Lagos sun, styled in a way that defied conventional beauty norms. However, despite her talent, there was something sinister about Mmasinachi. She had a reputation for being vain and selfish. She cared only about her own beauty and often looked down upon others. Her heart was as cold as the dead of the night. There were whispers of strange happenings in the dead of the night when the moon cast airy shadow over the marketplace. Some claimed to have seen Mmasinachi communing with spirits, her silhouette framed by the flickering light of candles. Others spoke of clients who returned home with a newfound confidence, but with a haunted look in their eyes, as if something deep within them had shifted. One such client was Ijoma, a young bride-to-be whose wedding was the talk of the town. Entranced by Mmasinachi's reputation, Ijoma sought her out for a bridal hairstyle that would leave her groom breathless. Mmasinachi welcomed her warmly into the dimly lit salon, where the scent of exotic oils mingled with the earthly aroma of herbs. As Mmasinachi worked her magic, Ijoma felt a strange sensation, as if the very essence of her being was being woven into the intricate hairstyle. Days passed, and Ijoma's wedding day arrived in a whirlwind of excitement and celebration. Mmasinachi's masterpiece drew gasps of admiration from the guests, and Ijoma felt radiant as she walked down the aisle. But as the festivity continued into the night, Ijoma couldn't shake a sense of unease. In the quiet moment, when she stole glances at her reflection, she caught glimpses of a figure standing behind her. A figure with eyes that glowed with an otherworldly light. Rumors spread like wildfire after Ijoma's wedding. Some claimed that Mmasinachi possessed powers beyond human comprehension, that she could alter not just hair but destiny itself. Others dismissed such tales as a fanciful exaggerations, attributing Mmasinachi's allure to nothing more than skill and charisma. It was during this time that Chidi, a wealthy merchant from Enugu, traveled to Lagos on business. Chidi was a man of discerning taste, known for his keen eyes for talent and his impeccable sense of style. He had heard whispers of Mmasinachi's prowess and decided to see for himself what the fuss was about. In the heart of the marketplace, Chidi found Mmasinachi's salon nestled between two bustling stalls. The air was thick with the fragrance of jasmine and sandalwood, drawing him in like a moth to a flame. Inside, Mmasinachi greeted him with a smile that held a hint of mischief, as if she knew the effect she had on those who entered her domain. Chidi was captivated not only by Mmasinachi's beauty, but by the air of misery that surrounded her. He observed as she worked her magic on clients of all walks of life, from wealthy merchants to humble artisans. Each left her salon with a sense of awe and wonder, as if they had been touched by something beyond the ordinary. Impressed by what he saw, Chidi approached Mmasinachi with an offer that would change the course of her fate. He proposed that she accompany him to Enugu, where he would provide her with a salon befitting her talent. Mmasinachi hesitated only briefly before accepting, seeing in Chidi's proposal an opportunity to expand her influence beyond the confines of Lagos. As they embarked on the journey to Enugu, traveling through the lush forests and rolling hills, Chidi couldn't shake a lingering unease. There were moments when he caught Mmasinachi gazing out of the window, her expression unreadable. He wondered what secret lay hidden behind an enigmatic smile, what darkness lay beneath her beguiling charm. The journey from Lagos to Enugu was not merely a physical passage, but a transition into a realm where the boundaries between the seen and unseen blurred. As Chidi and Mmasinachi traveled through the vandal countryside, passing villages adorned with thatched roofs and the children playing by the roadside, Mmasinachi's presence seems to cast a subtle shadow over the landscape. Enugu greeted them with open hands, its hills rolling like slumbering giants under the assured sun. Chidi, eager to showcase Mmasinachi's talent to the elite of the city, arranged for her salon to be situated in the heart of the bustling market square. The building he secured was a grand structure adorned with intricately carved woven pillars and adorned with murals depicting scenes from Igbo folklore. Mmasinachi wasted no time in transforming the space into a sanctuary of beauty. She imported mirrors from distant lands that shimmered with an almost magical clarity, and her shelves were stocked with rare herbs and oil said to possess mystical properties. The saloon quickly became a beacon of sophistication and allure, drawing nobles, merchants, and even the members of the royal family. In the beginning, Mmasinachi's reputation in Enugu soared. Women flocked to her salon, eager to experience the transformative touch of her skilled hands. They emerged with hairstyles that seemed to defy gravity, cascading in the intricate braids adorned with beads that glimmered like stars in the night light. Mmasinachi's creation became the envy of every woman in the city, setting the trends that ripped through the fabrics of Enugu society. However, amidst the accolades and adulation, whispers began to surface once more. There were tales of clients who left the salon with more than just a new hairstyle. They carried with them a sense of unease, as if something had shifted within their soul. Some claimed to have seen flickering shadows dance across the mirrors, or heard faint whispers echoing through the corridors long after the salon had closed for the night. One day, a young girl named Ada wandered into Mmasinachi's salon. Ada was known for her kind-hearted and gentle spirit. Her hair was long and flowed like a river of silk down her back. As she sat in the chair, Mmasinachi's eye glared with mischief. She pretended to be friendly, but deep down she was already plotting. With each snip of her scissors, Mmasinachi whispered curses under her breath. She braided Ada's hair tightly, waving spells into each strand. Unbeknownst to Ada, Mmasinachi was using her magic not to enhance beauty, but to steal it for herself. When Ada left the salon, her hair looked more beautiful than ever, but little did she know the dark fate that awaited her. As days turned into weeks, strange things began to happen in the village. People noticed that those who visited Mmasinachi's salon started to change. Their once cheerful faces grew sullen, their eyes hollowed. It was as if their very soul had been drained out. Rumors spread like wildfire, and soon the villagers began to avoid Mmasinachi's salon altogether. Chidi, ever the assault businessman, observed this development with growing concern. He noticed subtle changes in Mmasinachi's demeanor, fleeting moments when her eyes seemed to darken with an intensity that sent a shiver down his spine. He began to wonder if there was more to Mmasinachi's talent that met the eyes, if perhaps her skills were rooted in a darker realm of magic. Meanwhile, Ada started to feel different. At first, she couldn't quite put her fingers on it, but as time went on, she noticed that her energy was draining away. Her once radiant complexion grew pale, and her hair, which had once been her pride, began to lose its luster. Night after night, she would dream of Mmasinachi cold, calculating eyes and wake up drenched in sweat. Desperate for answers, Ada sought out the village elders, Mama Ugo. Mama Ugo was known for her wisdom and knowledge of ancient lore. When Ada described her experiences at the salon, Mama Ugo's face grew grave. She recounted tales of Mmasinachi, the wicked hairdresser, who used dark magic to steal the beauty and vitality of others. Determined to break the curse that has befallen her, Ada embarked on a journey into the heart of the forest, armed with nothing but courage and a deep longing for justice. She set out to confront Mmasinachi and to put an end to her wicked ways once and for all. The forest was dense and filled with eerie silence. Shadows danced amongst the trees, whispering tales of caution and danger. Yet Ada passes on, guided by the flickering light of hope that burned within her heart. Finally, she reached Mmasinachi's secluded salon. The air was thick with an ominous presence, and Ada could feel the weight of dark magic all around her. Stepping inside, she found Mmasinachi sitting at her vanity, admiring her own reflection with a sinister smile. Mmasinachi, Ada's voice echoed through the salon, cutting through the silence like a knife. The hairdresser turned to face her, her eyes narrowing with suspicion. "What do you want, girl?" Mmasinachi sneered, her voice dripping with disdain. Ada stood tall, her gaze unwavering. "I know what you've been doing," she declared, her voice trembling with a righteous anger. "You have been stealing the beauty and vitality of innocent people for your own selfish gain." Mmasinachi laughed, a sound that sent shiver down Ada's spine. "And what if I have?" she taunted, her eyes flashing with malice. "There is nothing you can do to stop me." But Ada was undeterred. With a surge of determination, she reached into her satchel and pulled out a small vial filled with shimmering liquid. "This is the antidote," she proclaimed. "The antidote to your wickedness." Mmasinachi's eyes widened in surprise as Ada approached. The vial held out before her like a beacon of hope. For the first time in her life, the hairdresser felt a flicker of fear. "Drink this," Ada commanded, her voice steady and strong. "Drink this and let the souls you have stolen go free." Mmasinachi hesitated for a moment, her hands trembling. But then, with a defiant smack, she knocked the vial from Ada's grasp. It shattered on the floor, its contents spilling out like a liquid moonlight. "No!" Ada cried out, her heart sinking. But before Mmasinachi could utter another word, a brilliant light filled the salon. The air crackled with magic. Mmasinachi screamed as her own reflection twisted and contorted before her eyes. In that moment, justice was served. The curse that Mmasinachi had unleashed upon the village was broken, and the stolen beauty and vitality returned to its rightful owners. As for Mmasinachi herself, she vanished into the shadows, never to be seen again. From that day forward, Ada was hailed as a hero. She returned to the village with a renewed sense of purpose, her heart filled with gratitude for the lessons she had learned along her journey. And though the memory of Mmasinachi's wickedness lingered like a ghost in the forest, the people knew that as long as there was a brave soul like Ada, the light would always triumph over darkness. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and press the notification button for more interesting and captivating stories. See you in the next story. Bye.